Hello, hello. Welcome to today's messages of love. Oh, there's stuff on. Oops. I just figured something out. So it's a rainy, gray day today. As you saw, let's tap in. Yes, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Welcome to today's messages. We are going to see what's in store for us. And I got a new deck. It happened. I said it would happen, and it happened. Oh, and also, this morning at around 6, a little after 6 in the morning, I heard my owl buddy found his mate, or she found her mate. Somebody was finding their mate. There was two hooty hooters this morning. Look it up. Look up the sound, the mating call of a barn owl, and see what woke me up at 6 in the morning. Actually, my Mims woke me up just before that. Ooh, look at this one. So beautiful. Okay, I think this is the seed of life. The seed of life. The potential for all of the things. Forgiveness. Beautiful. The energy of forgiveness helps you find the strength to forgive yourself for whatever judgments you have imposed on yourself. Forgive yourself, realizing that your action was based on knowledge you had at a certain moment in time. You can do no wrong. Forgiveness shows you there is nothing to forgive. Surrender to the flow of the day, and everything will go with ease and grace. We all have our daily plans. Then suddenly something happens and nothing goes the way we had expected. What a misfortune! Now what? Let's start the day with what comes first. In the back of your mind, you may still remember your to-do list. Just keep it there. When someone is at the door, the telephone is ringing, or your child gets sick, just go with the flow without giving resistance. If you fight the flow, you will never win. At the end of the day, you will see that everything got done after all. If that's not the case, then ask yourself whether it was really that important in the first place. Let things come as they come and try to regulate less. You might be surprised. It might even be a good stress reduction plan. Yes, do not resist. This is that going with the flow analogy of the river, right? You're not fighting against it, trying to remain fixed on how things are supposed to unfold. If you allow things to unfold as they are unfolding, then you are opening yourself up to divine orchestration in your favor, okay? Case in point, I have my processing that I do before I do a reading. Well, I had a service notice that they were going to be coming around to clean the gutters on the 1st of December. And for some reason, I thought there were 31 days in November. And so I thought today was November 31st. That sounds right. November 31st. Anyways, there isn't. It's not. You probably know that. And so I had the people here trying to get in my yard, and I was like, and there was a bunch of stuff, rubbish pile, that was piled in front of my fence door gate that I had to remove. I wasn't planning on doing that. And there were buckets. There was a big 5-gallon bucket that was full of dead bog water. And when I dumped it, I got a bog boot. It was this whole thing, but we just rolled with it. And now I dumped all that crap in the garbage. It probably took me 5 minutes to deal with, and yes, it was disgusting, the smell of the bog water, but now my gate is clear. And that stuck and stagnant energy that was in that pile that I didn't want to deal with because it was gross. And then I was forced to, and I didn't think about it. I just went with it, and now it's done. And it's like, right? And I'm still, here I am. Here we are. Okay. An example of going with the flowing. And we've got Jera. Beautiful. That was a low. A low. Okay, so Jera speaks about yearly cycles, hard work paying off. Let's read what it says. After much diligence, the honeybee finally reaps the sweetest harvest. Okay, they are connected and attuned to the slow, ever-moving cycles of nature and time. The bee needs to move through many steps and stages before their efforts in the wildflower fields bring the joyful harvest of honey. As the 12th rune, Jera speaks of the yearly cycles of tilling, sowing, and reaping. It awaits the slow arrival of change with patience, planning, and hard work. Jera has a steady and joyous energy, and it calls you to pause for a moment and pay attention. You will reap what you sow, but are you sowing the future you want? It also asks, is the timing right? Jera indicates a total and happy completion with the promise that your reward is coming. Beautiful. Fruition, balance, abundance, cycles and rhythms, and harmony. Okay. Gorgeousness. That message is okay. So you're forgiving the versions of you who made choices in the past based on the limited things that they knew and felt and were, and we forgive them, right? This is part of the releasing process. We want to acknowledge how far they had brought us, but also, that they did the best with what they could, right? Same when you're healing your inner child. It's not about blaming your caretakers for not doing all the things that you needed at the time. Can't change that, right? And they did what they could with where they were at the time as well, right? It's more about you acknowledging those versions and giving them what they needed to heal that wound. Yes, okay. Let's move towards our abundant future of gorgeousness that all the hard work has produced, encouraged, allowed, all of the above. Okay. We're starting fresh, okay? We're starting with the 0. This is the Fool card. This is about going all in, blind faith, trusting, freedom, right? You are, this for me is the card after the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords, you still have things tying you down. You still have weights. You're still heavy. You're still earthbound. This is once you release all of those things and you can fly. Okay, look at all this beautiful flowing. This is jumping into a wind current. It's colorful, it's bold, it's creative, it's freedom. Okay, and there's also this surrender to the universe, surrender to divine timing, surrendering to the flow. Beautiful. Surrendering to love. Okay, gorgeous. Yes. Divine. This is balance. This is beautifulness. Yes, you need to be balanced. You need both your wings outstretched in tandem to fly, right? Both the masculine and the feminine. Okay, and then we've got your spiritual garden, your passionate action, movement, tending, discovery, nurturing of your spiritual garden. Okay, and whatever that means to you, this is a tending and a strengthening of your intuition and your acknowledgement and receptivity to it, to the nudges, to the knowings. This is a trust in self as much as it is in the universe, right? You're trusting the signs and synchronicities and messages that come through to you as being divinely led, guided, instigated, all of the things. Okay, so this is you and how you tend your spiritual garden. Okay, there's your connection to your intuition. We've got this wooden staff, kind of looks like an eye, so it's like this third eye, your intuition, connection with the earth, right? We've got this staff, so it's staff like trees. They're grounded and reaching to the heavens. This beautiful balance between the heaven and the earth. And look at all this gorgeous blooms that are growing. This figure here is not worrying, is not stressing, is not digging the stuff up and pulling the stuff out. There is a surrender, there is an allowance. And then we have the words you speak creating your reality. Okay, now is the time more than ever to trust and to keep the words of love. Keep things in love. Okay, why do I have two piles? How'd that happen? Okay, we also have strength coming out, which is an 8, which is funny because when I put this one on, which is an 8, I kind of was like, oh, I wonder if we'll see the strength card today. And we did. So there you go. Very much reserving your power. Get ready for big game to make an expenditure of energy that you want to be prepared for. Okay, think of it as you're napping before you go spend the day running around having fun, right? So that because you're going someplace really awesome and you want to make sure that you are ready and prepared and good to go. So you can enjoy the time while you have it. Endurance, I want to say. I want to say endurance, yes. Okay. What else? Oh, we have an emperor who is also balancing all of the things. Okay, this is also an aspect of you, the emperor, who is master of all of the masculine signs, all of the kings. He's the king of kings here, the getter done king, emperor, the ruler, the visionary, the leader, the one who sacrifices and does things for the good of all, knows all of the things. Look at this emperor. He stepped in. Okay. And this grounding here. So I think this is about taking action on your spiritual knowings. And getting things done. What you speak coming into reality. Forming your world. Lots of ideas, lots of ways of doing, being, seeing, thinking, understanding, evolving, lots of things to do, lots of things to see, right? And we can get bombarded by all of the many, many thoughts. And so it's over here by the spiritual garden and this grounding, centering, balancing the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual, connected to your spirit realm, spirit team outside of the noise of the city, right? And so when you find your mind racing too much, no matter what it is, good, bad, or whatever, center in, balance, connect, allow, surrender, open, quiet, go in to a peaceful hermiting, ground yourself, okay? Ground in. Yes. We are meant to be grounded, just like the trees. We've got a King of Cups, okay? So this is taking action on your heart space. Beautiful. Yes, you are trusting. You are going all in. You are trusting your heart, trusting your vision, trusting your senses, what you feel, your intuition, what you know. There are still some things that you don't know, and that's okay, because this is part of the faith, right? This is part of the journey to trust and move oneself out of choppy waters into calmer waters. That's all you got to know. You don't need to know the details of what is for you once you get to this place. Just get there and then be surprised and delighted, okay? And move confidently as you go. Taking confident action forward, pioneering, taking risks, pushing beyond the feelings of insecurity or uncertainty, right? This is the great risk comes great reward thing, right? This is the moving in a direction never been explored before. The pioneer spirit. Okay, yes, this is a huge time of transformation. And so protecting your heart, your mind, your connection, your balance, your peace, your sanity. Okay. Yes, just like when you're hermiting, think of the caterpillar as the original hermit, right? He's like, okay, I'm done with everything now. Bye. I'm going to go and create this cocoon around me from my own making. They make the cocoon from stuff that comes out of them. And they shut out the world and they allow themselves the time alone to transform. And this is where you are at in your transformation stage. Okay, these are my new cards. And let's see what they're all about. I actually got 2 new decks, but the other one, I'm not sure if it's tough when you can't open the cards up and like check them out. Feel how they feel in your hands, or look at all of the images. It just showed me one image and I was like, oh, that's okay. And then a little description. Oh, that's short and sweet. Perfect, right? And then I opened it up and I'm like, what the heck is this? So we'll see. Okay. We've got emotions transform energy. Energy creates movement. Movement is change. And change is the essence of my life. The more I choose to change, the more empowered I feel. I am energy in motion. Okay. Emotion. E equals motion. Energy equals motion. Yes. Seagulls. Okay. I do not really have problems. I only think I do by the way I interpret my circumstances. A problem is an illusion. It is a limiting perception without gratitude. Okay, that was in here somewhere. Forgiving and flowing with what's happening. Seek to understand and flow with it instead of, the stopping and resisting and being like, that's not what I had planned for the day. That's not what I was going to do today, right? Now you're stopped. Rivers flow. Okay. Perception with the spider. Awesome. Because we love spiders here. There's one that doesn't have a web yet. Look at him. Or her. Orb weaver. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then the last one, the universe and the mind are the great frontier, the unending entity of boundless mystery. By being an experience, I experience the infinite essence and wonder of life. Beautiful mystery. Yes. Okay. Cards for the win. New cards for the win. Also green energy. So heart space. Okay. They've got blue energy. So this is words. Your vocalizations. Okay. You're speaking from the heart. Okay. Clean your space, move energy in motion. Yes. Also, a good opportunity to be grateful, to get into a space of gratitude, the things that you have. I have so much stuff I don't know what to do with. be grateful for that. There's lots of people who have no stuff to do anything with, right? Believe in miracles. Yes. I mean, it was a miracle that it only took me 5 minutes to clean this thing that took me 5 months to avoid doing. Yep. Too many distractions. Okay, yes, it is hard to hear all of the things when we keep consuming things to fill up the spaces. So, scrolling YouTube videos, reels, Netflix, whatever. These are all keeping you from your own mind and the things that want to germinate and grow in there. Set clear intentions. Be intentional when you are speaking. Yes, this is giving me this Page of Cups, right? What you speak is manifesting. And so speak love for love, because of love. Yes. Okay. Gratitude. Yeah. Yeah. It's time to have some gratitude feasting. Okay. Rampage of appreciation. And so that's where you act like a snowball and you start with something small at the top of the hill, and then you just start building and building. And the next thing you know, you're a giant bulldozer at the bottom of the hill, right? Something like that. Okay. And ocean medicine. Yeah, I don't think you can get too much of that because it is beautiful. Look at it, hear it, smell it, engage with it, explore it, discover it, research it, look out into it. Okay, we've got the key is within you. Only you can unlock your heart. Only you can unlock the door to the new version of you that you must walk through. Okay, and I'm also getting, because of this love here, there is someone who has the key to your heart. Okay, we've got the turtle vibes. Turtly enough for the turtle club. Okay, so this is slow and steady wins the race. Don't allow thoughts of it's too late, it's too long, it's too much, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too much, whatever, right? Let that go, and we all bloom in our own times and in our own ways. Allow it. Forgive the versions of you that did not believe that, right? And flow. Okay. And then we got the moon here. All things will be revealed. This moon likes to come out with the moon here. And it's giving me the in divine timing. Okay, this one here is the power of your stability. Okay, this is a grounding one. You've got the anchor. This is, to me, grounding, right? The roots of a tree are anchoring it into the earth. And then symbols that have a circle around them empowers it, intensifies it, creates a tensor ring of powerful energy. And so make sure to go in and root, ground. Okay, we've got purity, the fleur de lis. Okay, and this is your maintaining this love vibe, this light-hearted flowness, okay? Because that is like your pure intentions, your love intentions. Hi. Oh, see, see. Okay. Hi, Opal. Just a second. Okay, and then I've got the peaceful heart here. This is what you're doing it all for, right? To have a peaceful heart. The first, your caterpillar life had been one full of emotional dysregularity, right? A nervous system that was probably in fight or flight mode for most of your life. And it's because generationally, that's how we all survived, right? This is the era of peace in your heart, in your nervous system, and so will reflect in your external world. Okay, we've also got the freedom and safety. We've got this bird sitting on a cage, but the bar is behind it, so it's not trapped by the cage. It's just a safe space for it to be, but it also um, maintains its freedom. And that's kind of what we want, right? We want this beautiful balance between being held, being seen, being safe and secure, but also the ability to fly and to flow in whatever way that looks. So, another balance of freedom and security. And then we've got the rose quartz spider. Okay. And this is giving me that heart space, weaving your web of life. Oh, yeah. We've also got the spider here. Weaving your world from your heart center. I'm even seeing like the spider web. I wish we had one right here. Right? It's got this center point where the spider usually sits. And this is your heart, right? And then this around you is your electromagnetic field. And all of these little webs are your senses, your intuition, how you pick up and feel and move and adapt and learn and grow. And you being centered and balanced in your heart, in your center point, are able to more efficiently access and feel the whole. Yes? Yes. Okay. Those are the messages for today. I hope there was some good stuff in there for you that got you feeling good. Okay. I wish you all of the love. Keep the love train flowing and going. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.